From my hometown, memories of race. From my hometown, ooh, the people.
My name is Jacob Harver, born and raised on the west side of Youngstown. Went to St. Brendan, then went to Ursuline to high school, and then went to YSU, got a degree in history. And I guess how it came about is my favorite thing to do is just to go to different cities and find the independent cafes and coffee shops and bars and those places that are unique to each area, and where the community hangs out.
Right.
I don't like going to those like chain restaurants and places like that. They're cookie cutter and the same everywhere.
Right.
It's about finding those places that both culturally and economically, keep it in the community. Essentially, it's a war on the working class and on the organization of workers, and so we need to empower ourselves as a community to to fight for our rights. And the problem is that you have a lot of politicians that that's a welfare state for the corporations, and
Right.
we're not doing what we can to help out real people. What we're doing is we're cutting taxes, or we don't even charge corporations any taxes, and so I mean that's a key issue, because you hear about the budget crisis a lot. There's not a budget crisis, there's a revenue crisis.
Right.
And that's because we spend all our money on war and prisons, and then we don't charge the wealthy any taxes for it, and it's built on the backs of the poor. Well, yeah, I mean, I've never had money in my life. I don't think I've ever had like $2,000 personally at any point in my life, but I've been able to. I mean, there's a lot of grants, and we got very lucky in applying for grants and support from groups like the Mahoning Valley Economic Development Corporation. I couldn't get a bank loan at all, but there's programs in which the state is able to be helpful in starting new businesses. So we've been on a week-to-week basis here. We never had like a large segment of working capital and all that. We've just been on a day-to-day hustle since we opened.
Yeah.
So we've been able to do it.
Right.
I mean, this is proof. We have 30 employees now, and so we are making, and not just through direct employment of having 30 workers, but the bands we have in here, the artists.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, yeah, we're proof that it is possible.
Yeah.
But that's what's great about Youngstown, is you can do it here. Like, there's no other place. Like I said, I've never had money in my life. If we were in New York or Pittsburgh, there's no way I could have started a place up like this.
Right.
So with Youngstown, it's our city now. We can, you have a lot of great young people coming up that, my buddy Mike Gray is a 4th Ward councilman.
Mm-hmm.
He's people like Phil Kidd with MVOC. There's a new generation.
Okay.
So that's what I'd say to youth coming up, is that this is your city. Yeah, you could, there's nothing wrong with leaving to get an education, or leaving making some money, but always remember where you come from, and come back, help support, or just always, no matter where you're at, you can still be a part of that Youngstown nation. That's why I think your website's so great, is it creates that, it's a hub, what I mean? So no matter where you're at, you can still be a part of that Youngstown nation. I'd just say, keep an eye on our website, lemongrovecafé.com. We have, a ton of events. There's always something going on. Everything from rock to hip hop to jazz to Appalachian music. It's I think what's special about this place is that it's all cultures. It doesn't matter if you're black, white, gay, straight, rich, poor. The Lemon Grove is the kind of place where everybody can come together and be together as a community. So